Hello everyone, it is Foul Play here, and I'm back again recording another Modern League with Bogles. So I'll be playing game 1 here today. So yeah, currently with my current list, I'm rocking the 20 lands with the 12 standard creatures, 8 of your hexproof guys, and then your core spirit dancers, which don't have hexproof but get pretty large, draw your cards, all of that. Now there's lots of Skyclave running around at the moment, so I've got decent investment in and there's lots of two different kinds of Skyclave really. There's the Skyclave Apparition and the Scourge of the Skyclave. So lots of evasiveness for Scourge with Griff Spoon and Spirit Mantle here. So 5 evasiveness effect. Also life gain for against Scourge, Kill It Dead, and Path to Exile. For Skyclave Apparition, we've got these Hushbringers in the sideboard, help shut that down. So auras I've got here the Ethereal Armor, the Griffspoon, the Hyena Umbra, and the Rankle. Also the Daybreak Coronet. Those are my 4-offs. And then I've got a 1-of Spirit Mantle down here, a 1-of Spider Umbra over here for the 5th totem effect, and the 2 Spirit Links over here for more life game. Other sideboard cards include Gadok Teague for Tron and Control decks, Force of Vigor for Ensnaring Bridge decks and Chalice decks, Leyline of Sanctity for discard decks and burn decks, Hushbringer as we talked about before, ETB decks, and Heroic Intervention as a bit of a counter to Engineered Explosives or Blast Zone. So we're going to jump into a league with this one and get it happening. Alright, so here we are getting into match 1. Looks like we lost the Dara. Means we're in Drawtown today. And I feel like I'm going to mulligan this. A Core Spirit Dancer hand with like no removal for our opponent. 1 Totem Armor effect. Doesn't really get me too excited. This hand seems a decent amount better. I'm going to keep. I'm going to ditch the Dried Arbor. Going to get into the match. All of that happening. It's Amulet? Looks like Amulet. Alright, we'll get our Bogle out there. Sometimes I guess some mono green decks can run Castle. Flagstones and Castle and Explore. Okie dokie. You miss a land drop, that would be swell. Vesuva. Okay, it's just got to be Amulet here. Alright, let's get our Core Spirit Dancer down. Hope she lives. Next turn, we can make her massive. I think this is the Reclaimer Titan deck, which means they probably have Path, our opponent. Maybe just throwing down auras was correct there and attacking. Feel like if they have Path in hand, we probably lose. Like they'll just like draw step kill our Core Spirit Dancer. The Core Spirit Dancer is still alive. Let's try Rancor on core. If they Path in response, we lose our Rancor. If it resolves, I mean, we're good. We're getting a bit of extra damage, an extra 2 damage. Just from the way they're like skipping through it, felt like they didn't have Path there. So, Titan. Well that's fine. I can definitely kill here. Opponent can, I guess, just get Field of the Dead and Valakut. Field in the Dead and Blast Zone. Alright. Makes a decent amount of sense too, right? So this seems like a really, really good spot to get double Daybreak down, so my opponent can't just go ahead and eat my Core Spirit Dancer for free, right? During like an attack step in future turns. Alright, let's head on in there. Opponent blocking 4 damage. They'll go to 1 here. Alright. Do your best, opponent. Or do your worst, I should say. I mean... Why are you cracking Blast Zone there? Now I get to cast auras and win. You got a follow up? Sure. Obviously we just have enough mana to get Grispoon back from the graveyard and win. Unless my opponent has like a second Radiant Fountain or a second Vesuva. But I think the decks run singletons of each. Valakut, Field of the Dead, takes some damage. Paduga Bog, exile our graveyard. I see. Alright, well we didn't just have them beat, but we do now. Getting there for 2. Yes, we probably could have played out the Rancor as well, but wouldn't expect to have lost that one. Alright, we got pretty fortunate. So Heroic Intervention in for Blast Zone. Force of Vigor in some number needs to come in for Dryad of Elysian Grove. I wonder if this Elvish Reclaimer list runs Force of Negation, Force of Vigor or Reclamation Sage. I'd say there's a decent chance it's Reclamation Sage, but I still don't think that's quite enough for me to want Hushbringer. Can probably trim on the Spirit Links, they seem pretty weak. And then... It's becoming pretty hard. I might just cut a Spirit Dancer and a Spirit Mantle and go with that. We may want the third Force, but we've already got 6 kill spells, right? So, and this list doesn't run the Amulet, so Force of Vigor is a little bit worse. And we're also bringing in the 2 Heroic Interventions, so we don't really want to be at risk of overboarding here. Alright, great removal, but we don't get anything done with this hand, so we're going to throw it. Opponent keeping the 7. We're going to keep this one. I think we keep it, and it's a toss-up between ditching the Force or the Core Spirit Dancer. I think we got to ditch the Force here. Might ditch Grispoon. I think I want both Grispoons, but I think the likelihood of me wanting to reload on a Core Spirit Dance is probably slightly higher. Alright, we draw a Heroic Intervention, so we can kill a Dryad of Elysian Grove. Brick on land? Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, let's get in there for 2 in the air. Bring in 2 Heroic Intervention and 2 Force, and we've drawn 3 of our sideboard cards. Yikes. If only they were more impactful than what they're probably going to be. What's going on here? Why have we stopped? You're just cracking your land in response? Sure. Surely they want to like leave up mana or pretend they have a chump blocker at a Nature's Claim. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just going to attack regardless. Opponent with the Blast Zone. There it is. Well, it's pretty unlikely we get to untap, and it's even more unlikely we get to untap and play mana, but we'll see what our opponent decides. Maybe they miss a land drop. Opponent plays Eidolon. Alright, let's take it. I don't think we need to kill that just yet. I think we can chill. Hopefully we draw mana here. We can attack for 2 in the air. Hold up Heroic Intervention for next turn. I think if we deal with the 1 Blast Zone, we'll be okay from that point forth. So we do draw mana. Just going to attack for 2 here. So hopefully my opponent plays Dryad of the Elysian Grove next turn, looks to ramp mana, and then active Blast Zone or something. Although I don't think they can ramp for enough. I think that'd put them 1 turn off of doing their Blast Zone, so they're more likely just going to be doing Blast Zone active, holding up Path or something. Alright, any Blast Zone effects? Bogles really does not like holding up mana like this, by the way, but as opposed to just getting completely blown out by this and then blown out by the Path. I think we do have to play a little bit patiently here. If opponent goes to pass, that's an awkward one. We sort of need our flying here. Alright, let's Heroic Intervention to protect it. If we draw mana, we can Ethereal Armor and hold up another Heroic Intervention, and then we can attack for a decent amount. Opponent's cracking this land here. They can't play more than 1 spell each turn, though. Looks like they've got a second Reclaimer in hand. That or they're just doing like mad fakes. Alright, let's maintain the same plan. I really want them to overcommit with Dryad, but they're just not doing it. Cycling a Scattered Groves. Alright, so they're a bit land flooded. I say that, but they're on 5 mana. Just take some damage. Anything from our opponent's second main? Another Reclaimer. How do we live? I don't think we can. I think we're just dead. So we need to hold up chump blocks. I can't force to kill the Eidolon and hold up Heroic Intervention, so I think we just lose. I can't see an out. So the fact we've gotten to go to blockers here, I don't think it matters. I think we're just dead. For our opponent cracks Blast Zone, we lose. Damn, Reclaimer beats, making it happen. So yeah, as I said, Heroic Intervention, just a little bit of a liability. Obviously, we're representing that we can chump block here, have our creature live, and then like path a creature maybe. Alright. Alright, let's try. I think we're just giving away free information here though. The Eidolon of Roderick just does not seem like a very good sideboard choice to me. Alright. Well, we're still technically alive. Blast Zone all the way over there. You can just activate and kill us though. If they forget to activate Blast Zone and play like a Primeval Titan, we can potentially Daybreak Coronet out of this. Alright, let's concede. It's not a Daybreak. It's not gonna get us there. Alright, well, I mean, Force seemed pretty damn medium there. More life gain would seem good to me, but Skyclave Apparition and Titan and maybe Rexage. I don't think they'd have Rexage and Titan. I think I might just try minusing these forces and bring in my Hushbringers. I think the Heroic Interventions are necessary. We still have 4 paths to deal with. Our opponent's Dryad of Lycian Grove. Oh, this has got just not much going on at all. It's got an attack for 4 and like no follow-up after that. It's got Totem Armor. I think we can definitely do a better 6. Like, if we draw well, we can win with this, but I think we can get a better 6 than that. Alright, well, ask and you shall receive, I suppose. We'll keep this. Bottom the forest. Done. Fight it with the Elvish Reclaimer. I think we can just spend a turn playing Hushbringer here. Obviously, my opponent's most mana efficient thing to do is to active the Reclaimer here. Get some advantage land ramping themselves. I think maybe actually Core Spirit Dancer should be getting played pre-combat and we should put the Spider Umbra on the Bogle. And attack for 3. At the moment I can only attack for 1. I think that's wrong. Alright, let's do the right move now. We could choose to put this on Spirit Dancer. I think Spirit Dancer is probably going to be good enough to win us the game. Or Spirit Dancer with a Hushbringer there. The point where we probably lose this game is if our opponent has Path. I think they might have sideboarded out some paths though if they've brought in these Skyclave Apparitions to deal with our auras. we draw Heroic Intervention. Well, that's pretty exciting. I'm happy to see that. So just cast our Hyena Umbra here, see what sort of a draw we get. We are holding up Heroic Intervention currently. We draw planes. Alright, we will attack for 6. At the moment, we don't need to worry about pathing Reclaimer because we do have the Heroic Intervention. Our path target's just going to be Primeval Titan, which it looks like they're trying to ramp to. Getting Scattered Grows, I guess. And Valakut. Alright, Eldorami's cool with, you know, random instant speed for whatever reason. Dryad of Elysian Grove, you got it. Sure. We can path the Dryad in response to the second trigger here. It's a pretty big sort of war we're doing here. He can crack in response, and then we can Heroic Intervention in response to... Oh, he's just like the path resolve? Really? Wow. Well, that gives us a free Heroic Intervention in hand still. Alright. Aura? Aura? I like Aura. Let's play an Aura. And pass the turn. Well, opponent's on 4. We've almost got them. They have like another Dryad of Elysian Grove. We can slowly win with Hushbringer Beatdown. So 4-turn clock, and not the best. Looking a lot like another Dryad of Elysian Grove. Tireless Tracker, eh? Just attack for 1 here. I think we do play the Core Spirit Dancer because it'll give our opponent 2 targets. We might just want to path the tireless tracker here before we let our opponent on tap. So he's pumping up the blast zone now. This could be a bad path. If our opponent has Stride of Elysian Grove or Primeval Titan in hand, I probably want to leave that in hand. But if not, it stops him from finding it, and I think if he had it last time, he would have played it. What the hell is this? What? Players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. Are you kidding me? I can't. Oh my god, really? Alright. This Horizon Canopy is awful right now. Win? This doesn't have flying, does it? Okay. Wow. Wow. I feel like we're really lucky there. I can't believe this card right now. Okay. Yeah, Griffspoon was a perfect draw after we cycled 2 lands. And I did not expect that card to see constructed play. Wow. Wow, that was wild. Our opponent did make a small misplay there. They should have cracked their fetch land before playing this, because then they can't crack their own fetch land. So it does have dyssynergy with their own deck. I don't think we played perfectly though. We definitely didn't. But yeah, thank you all for watching. That puts us at the 1-0 mark right now. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to let me know down below. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for daily content. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you look down in the description, follow me on Twitch, help support me on there. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.